The 2024 Tour de France is almost underway. It's coming up very soon. The 2024 Giro has just ended with Pogačar taking the win. But with the release of the Tour de France coming up, we have what looks to be new bikes coming out for 2025. And this one has been getting all the talk as of lately. I did a video on this bicycle a couple months ago, I want to say, where it looked to be like a Trek team was riding the what looked to be a 2024 Trek EMONDA. And why wouldn't you think that? The EMONDA has not been updated for about 3 to 4 years. This is usually what the bicycle industry does. They always take a bike that's been lingering for 3 to 4 years and they give it an update. It looks just like a Madone, just in a climbing form. But since this video has come out, there has been a bunch of other videos coming out that makes me begin to lead that it could be a different bicycle. And Trek might be taking this in a different way. Since then, Trek has since stopped making Project 1 bikes for Madones and the EMONDAs. So you cannot no longer custom paint the Project 1s for the Madones or the EMONDAs, which leads to believe that, 1, there's a new bicycle on the rise, 2, that the Madone is going to get a change as well because they stopped doing Project 1s for that bike as well, even though it just got an update about 2 or 3 years ago. And then also, Trek came out with an article that I did a video on where they said that they were going to cut in half about 40 of their SKUs and downsize the company completely and get rid of some of these redundancies, which would lead me to believe that Trek could be getting away from their climbing bike, their aero bike, and their Domani bike, and their more comfort bike, and maybe going after the one bike to rule them all, as of a lot of companies do. So this bicycle right here, which these were kind of the photos of it, it has the same kind of ISOFlow hole as Madone itself. Then a Weight Wheaties article came out basically confirming all this news. Still no news on the bike yet, but 5 photos of what the bicycle looks like here. This looks to be their Trek team colors right here. Also, you have here a Project 1 with kind of an infinity sign right there with a fork as well. But basically what this bicycle looks to be is to be a Madone with the aero front head tube, the aero down tube, but very skinny seat stays on here and the skinny ISOFlow. And it's going into that same rule of thumb of the whole UCI rules. You can only make a bicycle so aero, you can only make a bicycle so light in terms of UCI, 6.8 kilos. So why would you take the Madone, and it looked like they were going after that kind of model, but maybe demand just hasn't been there. But they were basically taking a Madone that was already very aero and they already had the shape they wanted to. But why would they make an EMONDA that's literally just a little bit lighter than that? Then everyone would want that bicycle and there'd be no demand for the Madone. So this probably works out in their favor that they're going to cut away 2 SKUs, the Madone and the EMONDA, or maybe make this their Madone themselves. So it looks just to be a skinnier Madone in the back, keep the same kind of attributes in the front, and also a thicker fork here as well. This looks to be aerodynamic right here on the front as well. But yeah, T47 bottom bracket, and I wouldn't put it past them. Trek seems to follow in the footsteps of Trek, and Specialized seem to kind of lead the market in terms of bicycles, footprints, and stuff like that. And the one bicycle to rule them all for Specialized has been doing really, really well with the SL8. And it definitely helps cut down SKUs in terms of the company and resources and what they have to stock. So that way you don't have to have a whole inventory stock of EMONDAs from literally a 105 perspective all the way up to a Durace and so on and so forth. And the Madones, you can basically conform those bikes into one and sell them off. So you're seeing a team rider right here ride what looks to be that spied bike. And I'm going to call right now, it's looking to be more along the lines of probably the Madone. And it looks to me like they're going to be taking away, it's called the, who knows what it could be. But it definitely looks to not be the EMONDA, which we were thinking of before. And even in this article right here, with the Madone and EMONDA coming out, hold on a second. Sorry about that. With the Madone and EMONDA out of Project 1, on some other insider hints, it is pretty much a guarantee at this point the new Trek bike will be 8th generation Madone. Some have said will be named Infinity. This bike will replace Madone and EMONDA as yet another company jumps to the do-it-all bandwagon, expected to debut at Dauphine. And also, there was this leaked photo going around that I think even Road.cc showed off of what looks to be a kind of image of the bicycle right here. I think they'll do really well with it. I think that this bicycle is very popular. The skinny seat stays really play into the role of how comfortable a bike is nowadays. A lot of people are focusing on how comfortable they can be on a bicycle. We all see this with the wider internal rim channels, the wider tires. Us being in the sport, riding for long periods of time, main factor is comfort. And then when you go into the, it's also going to make the bicycle a little bit lighter as well with less material on there. And like I said, that kind of plays a role into everything. You can only make a bike so light to 6.8 kilos, and you can only go so aero in terms of what will be UCI legal. So why make an EMONDA that literally looks just like the Madone, but the fact that it's going to be lighter by, half a pound or a pound, people probably would just choose for the EMONDA if it was just as aero as Madone. So who knows what that's going to be there. But yeah, what do you guys think of it? Do you guys think that this is the new Madone? Do you guys think this is a new EMONDA? Or do you think that they're going to keep the brand name together? Because for so long, the Trek Madone, the Trek EMONDA, and the Trek Domani have spelt out, if you rearrange the letters together, this has always been like a little Easter egg with Trek. They've always been in there in the category that they all spell out the same name. You rearrange the words for Domani, you rearrange the words for Madone, you rearrange the words for EMONDA. They all spell out each other. Is Trek finally going to break that up and make their own one bike to rule them all and just have a race bike and a endurance bike? We will see that in the future. But let me know what you guys think down below. Anyways, guys, that is it for this video. We have more new bikes coming out very, very soon. Hopefully you guys stick around, and we'll see you guys in the next video.